Evening, Rocket League fans. I hope everybody had a fantastic uh, Christmas break or any other holidays that you may celebrate. My name is Rydog of Timber's Army, and in the wise words of Maz, I am not alone in the booth. Of course, I am joined by the magician Maz himself, pulling the strings, but I'm also joined by fresh Mike of Bel-Air, Mr. Luis from EM. Luis, how are you? You sound so lovely in the mic.
Thank you, Right. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to be here. I haven't commentated in a while, so I'm excited to, see if I still can do this thing. It's pretty difficult to be up here waffling about Rocket League, but couldn't have asked to have a better person in the booth with me to help me tonight than you, Red Dog. But yeah, man, I'm doing good. Christmas was good. How are the holidays been for you?
Fantastic, and I think you know when you're an adult officially when you don't ask for toys or anything for Christmas. You ask for real things. So the best gifts I got were a trash can and a vacuum. So we absolutely love that for my apartment and for my adult life. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas as well. Um, we've got an insane lower quarterfinal matchup. Luis, you and I were kind of like, really? This is a lower matchup? But unfortunately, it is. It's Steel Army of Pittsburgh Riverhounds, the USL champions, versus ECD of the Seattle Sounders. So, yeah, we've got number 1 currently in the league table, and we've got, I think, number 3 in the league table. So a high-profile matchup. Let's bring up the actual cup bracket if we have that ready to go. I know we're getting close to kickoff here, but this is kind of how we got here, Luis. Is there anything that kind of stands out so far?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, I was kind of surprised at the fact that Steel Army is already in the lower bracket and it's not in the lower final. That's a tough run getting the Rebellion in the second round there. So, in terms of the other results, I mean, that FSD Azul series was awesome. KJ and those boys were great in Game 7. But EC Eternal have been really good too. So I'm looking forward to seeing their lower bracket run. But tonight, of course, the matchup, I have to say, Right Dog heavily favored towards Steel Army, in my opinion. But crazier things have happened. This is SGL at the end of the day. But if you had asked me for a favorite, I say Steel Army takes this. I'll give Defiance one game.
All right, so Luis is going 4-1 Steel Army over Defiance. I think I lean towards Steel Army too, because that's the Yinzer in me. But don't you remember, Luis, that EC Defiance did take down Rebellion in League last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, and spoiled their undefeated campaign. So if there's any team that can do it in this bracket and get another upset, it is absolutely ECD. So hopefully we'll see what they have in store for us tonight. I don't know if we have like a matchup screen or like a team comparison to show you guys what we're talking about. Yeah, so these teams are very, very neck and neck in terms of record, of course, first and third there. But it looks like all the stats are kind of leaning towards Steel Army, which you would think would mainly be due to Debit, but I think it's actually been Bear Blitz who's been really stepping up this season. I think he's one of my most improved players over the course of my SGL tenure. I think it's been like 3-ish seasons now. So look for him to kind of pop off for Steel Army. And I think for ECD, they're definitely a team, at least in my experience, that they don't really have a star player. They just have 3 all-around really good players. And they actually have more than 3 players, of course, on their roster, and they can just fit in to any which way they can.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to revise a little bit of my prediction. I was under the assumption that it was EC Eternal last week that beat the Rebellion, but of course the ECs are confusing me a bit. I had a bit of a brain fart there. They had, like you said, the result of the SGL Championship season so far, taking down the Rebellion, albeit with no, in my opinion, the MVP frontrunner in shorts, but still an impressive result. So impressive that I think it is the best result so far of the SGL Championship Series. So I'm going to give them 2 games here. But as we take a look at the stats here on your screen, of course, courtesy of KJ Doughboy of FSD Azul, really appreciate that. All of these guys play a lot, right, Dog? There's not one lineup that's totally dominant, which is, again, something that I like to see. And I think it's kind of what makes this team dangerous. They can kind of just run whoever's hot on the day, and they've got 5 pretty good guys to do that with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if there is one that I had to just pick out, it's my personal favorite. Sorry, guys. It is going to be Mr. Tam, Player Bird. Give that man a DP contract already. But yeah, I agree with that assessment of like there's not really a standout player, and I think that just kind of goes to show of what I said earlier about that you can just plug in anybody, any 3 on the field, and you know what you're going to get from ECD. And of course, on the Steel Army side, um, uh, like I said, it's just mainly been Bear Blitz. I mean, those stats are just impressive to me. I mean, he's leading the team in just about everything. He's 1 off of Debit in saves, but he's got 10 more goals, 16 more shots, 7 more assists. Like, man's is cooking right now.
Yeah, Bear is cooking so much that we were talking in a voice chat a couple nights ago that I think if they go and beat the Rebellion at full strength in the return fixture in the regular season or even in this cup, Bear Blitz has a real shout for being the MVP of this season for the SGL Championship. I still think Shorts is easily the favorite, but Bear Blitz, if he performs at the level that he's performing at and they can actually beat the Rebellion at full strength, I think he's going to be right there with Shorts for that MVP shout. He's been tremendous for this team. And of course, Debit is usually the front running guy, but his older brother now has surpassed him, has gapped him a little bit. So it might be time to hang up the sticks, Debit, if you're listening to the stream. It's over. Your older brother is better at you at Rocket League now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those two play. But right on, we might have a potential debutant of Fly Penguin tonight. Hopefully we get to see him in the Steel Army lineup. He is a mid-season acquisition. So I'm looking forward to seeing him hopefully make an appearance tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally just signed today. I think the contract terms are undisclosed. We don't know what those are, but welcome to the league, Fly Penguin. Yeah, hopefully we get to see him tonight. But get your predictions in the chat, Steel Army or ECD. Luis thinks Steel Army in 6. I really like that, but just to be different, I will go Steel Army in 7. Even though, like I said, I really like your prediction. But we are going to get these teams onto the field here very, very shortly. We got the prediction in chat. Spend all your channel points there. And, yeah, man, I was going to say something and I completely forgot. So, I can't wait to see some Rocket League. Oh, I was going to say, because this is Championship Cup, as we get the teams on the field, we're going to have some server switches. So games 1 and 2 are going to be East, 3 and 4 are going to be West, and then we're going to flip back and forth for 5, 6, and 7. And of course, you got the extra modes in there in those odd or those even numbered games. So anything can happen, but we are going to start out with 3v3 regular Rocket League on US East. Here we go, game 1.
Game 1, and we see for ECD, they bring out the lineup of Mr. Bird, Parks, and I believe Nose they're there. It's not, it's Green Mario. Green Mario, not rocking his lime green, I believe it's the Lamborghini that he usually rocks, but that's the lineup. And of course, the 3 brothers are on the field for Steel Army, so still waiting on that debut from Fly Penguin, but 2 very, very strong lineups to get us started here.
A bit stagnant in the midfield, both teams trading shots, just not potent shots, if you will, as she'll play this across, but no ECD player to be found. Here goes Debit to the sky, rocking the new Gen G decal. Pass one, that's a great save. Here comes Red 4, great save again from Birdana. Green Mario is going to clear this out, so as things start to settle in, it's Steel Army with the first real attack of the game.
Yeah, the league leader is looking really, really good right now to start out, as you see a lot of pressure on the orange. Gen Debit goes for the double tap, doesn't get it. Almost turns into a counterattack, but Bear Blitz in the way, getting another save for him, and he's racking up those stats, as we pointed out this season, and so far, Bear Blitz put on a show.
Debit's going to put this one on target. Birdana is back in time. Red 4 is just going to play this over to his brother Debit. It's nice to see the 3 brothers on the field for Steel Army. Of course, we know they have Raisin Boy. Well, I'm not sure if he's available, but he is on the roster and is also a very good player, as we see an attack coming out from ECD, keeping this ball on the blue half. But so far, so good from both sides. I think both teams just trying to feel each other out. Of course, that one Steel Army chance kind of highlighting the attack for both teams as we approach the 2-minute or 3-minute mark in game one. And well, I really haven't seen any super crazy 50-50s that kind of be way of the ping at all. So maybe both teams are a little bit adjusted to that by now.
Yeah, and this could be a chance here for ECD, but Devitt's in the way, but this is going to be awkward. Is it going to go in? It's not. It's just off the crossbar. Almost 1-0 to ECD. It's now turn for, I was going to say ECD to get the next goal, but it's going to be Devitt. Devitt opens up the scoring 1-0. Genji Mobile 1 Racing is on the board.
Yeah, my fellow accountant brother is going to steal that boost, but it doesn't really matter. Just slides the ball across with no defenders in net. They're going to take a lead just over halftime in game one. We'll see if ECD can respond quickly. It's going to be equal on the kickoff. Here comes Bearable. It's going to go low, but that's a good save from Green Mario. I know, it is weird not seeing him in the Lamborghini. Devitt, I'm not sure what he's doing. Not going to hit the ball this time. It's going to be a clearance out for potential MVP candidate, Mr. Bear Blitz. Play this over to his brother Red 4, but not the touch he wants.
A bit of Mario lore in the chat from Toad Death, and a bit of goal scoring action from Devitt on the field. 2-0 for Steel Army, and Devitt picking up where he's left off all season, being just such a solid player for the Steel Army team. And right now, the league leaders look really comfortable on the field.
Yeah, it's interesting. We talked a lot about Bear Blitz and what he's done this season so far for Steel Army, but I mean, you mentioned it a little bit as we see almost a catastrophe from Red 4. But Devitt is still a great player, still a fantastic player who likes to rack up the stats, and that's what I think has made their team so good. But pause one moment, we've got Mr. Tam player Bird getting ECD on the board.
Bird with the goal. He also has the most points in the game at this moment. 3 minutes in, he's already up to 445. Red 4 on the other side only has 32, so that's the difference right now between the top player in the lobby and the lowest player in the lobby. But still got a long way to go here, Rydog. ECD easily in this, and that goal can really tilt this game back in their favor.
It's a good bump from Bear, but it's going to get it by Birdman, and he can this time, and that insurance goal comes right back from Bear Blitz. It's 3-1.
3-1, and in the span of that first goal for ECD and the third for Steel Army, Red 4 has picked up 2 points, but they've increased their lead by 2 as well. So the 2 front runners for Steel Army carrying their team right now.
Devitt going to try and read this one off the side. He gets it, but it is going to go wide in the end. Green Mario is going to clear this out. But yeah, it looks like Steel Army have settled in just in time. Red 4 thought about turning for that, but decides not to. But Parks this time for ECD. He's going to clear this by 1. Airbus is going to stay home and clear this one off to the side. It looks almost individualistic, if you will, Luis. I don't know about you. Less passing and more, can I just beat the person in front of me?
Yeah, that seems to be the case as we see Bird fly in. Really good save, good speed, but he does miss the follow-up touch. But we'll want to see more of that out of Bird Nana. He's probably the fastest player on the orange side as we see a shot on target. Bear Blitz going for the 4th, denied. But yeah, some more passing Rydog would be probably pretty good for ECD. I'd like to see some bumps in demos. Start demoing Bear Blitz, start demoing Devitt. I think that's going to, result in some really good plays for them. But so far, I mean, Steel Army just pretty comfortable.
Oh, that's going to be a big miss from Green Mario, and Bear Blitz is going to slide in the 4th for Steel Army. Is that the nail in the coffin for this game one? And I guess, of course, there's still 38 seconds. Anything can happen. It is Rocket League at the end of the day, but if you're ECD, do you start looking at extra modes? Do you start talking about it in comms? Hey, what should we do? Because, of course, they get to pick, the loser of this game, I should say, is going to pick the Game 2 game mode. So, of course, still have 30 seconds left, but if this one goes in from Devitt, they'll definitely have to start talking about it, but nothing so far.
Yeah, nothing so far, and it's a second wind down here. We're just waiting for the inevitability of a Steel Army win here in game number 1. I'm picking on Red 4 a little bit. He's a buddy of mine. We're here to joke, but they're about to win a game 4-1, Rydog, and the man's got 40 points. So that's a pretty good sign if you're a Steel Army fan right now. And he's up to 60, so we love to see that. But Steel Army take game number 1. Dominant performance out of the 2 talismen for their team, and it's going to be interesting to see where ECD takes us in game 2.
Seeing the tags here in the post-game lobby makes me want to root for ECD a little bit more because I myself am a Ravenclaw, so I really want Green Mario and Parks to do well. But it is going to be Mr. Hufflepuff Bear Blitz getting it done there in game number 1. Yeah, so business as usual for Steel Army. For ECD, we'll see what changes they have to make, whether it be personnel or game mode. I'm going to go back into the match setup to see if we have a game mode, and we do, which is interesting because I think this favors Steel Army a little bit more than potentially ECD. We are going to head over to the rink and we're going to play some Snow Day, Luis. What are your thoughts on seeing the Snow Day early in this series?
Well, I do know the Steel Army guys do quite enjoy this game mode. Have no idea why. It's a terrible game mode, but we'll let them be. In terms of ECD, I mean, I haven't really don't really remember these guys playing Snow Day, but they obviously feel confident in this game mode, picking it. And so let's see if ECD can respond. In last night's stream, the extra game modes were won entirely by the team who lost in 7. So gonna be kind of interesting to see if that repeats here tonight. It was really not fun playing 3v3 last night, I have to say, right off against Chrome, but we'll leave that be for later times. I'm interested to see some substitutions as well. Seems like there's a Raisin Boy in the lobby, right, dog? That's always a scary sight for the opposition.
Yeah, like I said, we just keep talking about Bear Blitz and Debit, but they do have a sneaky good player in Raisin Boy, which will be replacing Red 4 in this game too when we get our players in the lobby. We've got them all, and there's also going to be a sub for ECD. It's going to be Nose in for Park, so we'll see if that changes anything significant for them. I know we talked pregame a little bit about you really know what you're going to expect from ECD no matter what lineup there is, and I think there's a consistency there that is really good. But Nose starting out with a huge hit, and of course it is a puck, so it's going to react a little bit differently there on the sidewalls and everything. But I don't know. Do you think this is going to be a high-powered game, lots of offense? Do we think this is going to be like a 1-0 game? What are your thoughts?
Well, typically Snow Day games are pretty low scoring, and at least in my experience, but I think we'll see some goals here, and this could be the first Raisin Boy almost in the Dominus. In terms of Nose coming into the game, he's had some really good touches so far. And I might have commentary cursed him, but Birdman saves him. But what do you think, Right Dog? Are we going to see a lot of goals here, or it's going to be pretty stale?
No, they're saying that we're saying in chat that it is a preferred game mode for Steel Army. So is that some banter in the chat there from Red 4? We'll see. We see Bear Blitz off the ceiling. A little bit tough to do with a puck, but it's going to be ECD with the clearance. Birdman not getting the touch this time. Debit with a holy crap kind of scoop. Bear Blitz is up. Raisin Boy causing some chaos, but no goals just yet over the minute mark. But the puck really has been on this orange half this entire time.
It has indeed, and this is going to be dangerous. Bird has no boost, but he does really well on no boost on the backboard. It's tough to hit this puck, but Raisin Boy says, I'll show you how it's done. 1-0 Steel Army. Raisin Boy, the substitute, making a big difference so far.
I think the goal was coming for a while. Steel Army had a ton of pressure over the course of the first minute and a half-ish, and it was just bound to happen, and so it is going to be the boys from Pittsburgh, the USL champs, on the board first. We see a T-bump coming out. Here comes Nose off the ceiling, but Raisin Boy is there to collect on the backboard. Green Mario, that's a great challenge. Nose is going to turn on this and steal a boost, but he forgot that it's a puck, and those pucks do not bounce.
Toe Death in chat referencing there's no power plays currently in XGL. Would be interesting if we decided to go next season. If you decide to play Snow Day, we're going to add some penalties, okay? Each demo is a 2-minute minor, all right? We're gonna have you sit out for 2 minutes. No, I'm kidding, but it would be interesting. I don't know how the logistics would work, right, dog? But I'd be here for it if anybody has any ideas.
Isn't there a demo respawn timer that you can update, make it a little longer so if you get demoed? Maybe.
Ooh,
not sure. Oh, that pinch. Is that one gonna go in? Oh, it's a puck. I'm not sure. Raisin Boy can't get there. Green Mario says hello, Bikini Bottom, and levels the game at 1. This was almost an insane save from Raisin Boy.
Almost an insane save, and Green Mario dunks it on all 3 Steel Army players. I really felt like if that didn't go in right, that's got to be demoralizing if you're ECD. It just feels like the puck just won't go on the net. But they got it done. They're back level, and it's anybody's game here.
Burnana controls, but Debit and Bear Blitz combine to take it to the corner. Here comes Nose. Hits it right up to the Debit on the backboard. Once again, ECD are settling into this game here. Debit tries the pinch. Not gonna work this time as this puck does crazy, crazy things. It's now over to the other side of the field just like that. 1v1, Bear Blitz versus Green Mario. Can he fake him out? No, Green Mario. You can't fake someone who doesn't have a brain. Come on.
Yeah, I have to say the audacious attempt to fake a player when there's a puck on the field is... I respect it, Bear Blitz, okay? Success rate, probably not going to be high, but I respect you going for that. But as you see Green Mario in the offensive corner, can he get it mid to a teammate? He can. Nose whiffs it, but it's back to Green Mario and Debit saves.
Yes. Steel Army on the back foot right now after opening the scoring. ECD have looked more and more comfortable here. And reminder, we are on East, so pink advantage to the boys in blue, but looks like the orange team is stepping up and finding ways to put the puck on target. Debit had to do well there to keep that one out. This one's just staying in the blue half. Nose off the backboard. Blairblitz doesn't get the touch, but nobody there from ECD to clean up.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of pressure on the blue half. Want to shout out Masta in chat, dropping the prime sub, an OG SGLer from a very long time ago. Probably the best SGL player we've ever had. And oh, and Debit gets the fake! 2-1 Steel Army. So Debit showing Bear Blitz how to fake on with the puck, and that's just lovely, lovely play from Steel Army.
Yeah, Bear Blitz went for the demo, and it caused Green Mario to just have to go. And so Debit just says, thank you very much. I'm going to fake this challenge out and just sneak this one in the net. And that's a huge lead with 1 minute left to go. Is that going to be the nail in the coffin as we see some team bumps coming out from ECD? That is not what you want when you're down with less than a minute left. Debit, oh, is a back pass. We'll just call him Messi from Barcelona of the 2010s. But
what a pop.
can we see some late game magic from ECD?
Yeah, and it feels like Riot Dog, it's hard to get faked in Snow Day, you know? I would always just play the puck. I mean, if they manage to somehow flick the puck over you, they deserve it, okay? You know what I mean? So, but that being said, 20 seconds left to go here. ECD just do need to score. Again, it is their game mode pick, and this could be the start. Green Mario, but he can't find the flick. The puck is in the wrong end of the field of Riot Dog. They need something special.
Nose is going to play this one to the back wall, but it's Bear Blitz with full burst. Birdnana gets a back pass, and I think that is going to do it. Steel Army take both of their home pinged games, and we'll go up 2-0 in the series. So once again, we are flipping to US West, so I think that means we do have to leave the match, everybody. But yeah, big game from Debit. Of course, that lead blocker play from Bear Blitz. Of course, that doesn't show up on the scorecard, but we all know that really Bear Blitz was the one that allowed Debit to literally just walk right in. So it's a big cushion there for Steel Army. And how does ECD get back in this game? Is it a substitution? Is it a play style thing? What do you think?
I think they're fine. I just, you know, I'd like to see Bisbo. I'm a big fan of his game. I thought he was the best player in the Rebellion series. Not sure if he's available tonight, but if he is, I'd like to see him play. I think we're going to have to recreate the lobby here again. I believe so. But yeah, I think Bisbo. But honest to God, I think they're fine. I think just keep playing their game. They're going to be on their home server, Riot Dog, now. So, you know, we're all familiar with how much easier it is to play on good ping. All the East players hate playing on West, and all the West players hate playing on East. So, I think this will do wonders for ECD's confidence going into the next game.
That's why it pays so much to live in Kansas City or St. Louis or something like that, where you're just in the middle of everything. You're just in the middle of everything. You can play Central if you want, but West ping, you get about 60, and East ping, you get about 60 as well. As yeah, I think we're having some server issues, so we will get those resolved.
Here, Riot Dog, back out if you wouldn't mind from that server. Thank you, sir.
And yeah, we'll get everything back up and running shortly. But chat, how are we doing? Hopefully everybody had a great holiday. If you're just now tuning in, I think the highlight of our Christmas gifts this year was I got a vacuum and a trash can. So
yeah, you know
hopefully-
you're getting old when you're getting those presents there, right, dog?
that's
a
right.
tough
That's
scene.
right.
Tough scene.
If Debit's hanging up the boots, I will more than happy take the unk status from him. I don't mind doing that. But
yeah,
we will see here.
I want to shout out everybody in chat again, like Rydog saying, appreciate y'all being here. Masta, really good to see you as well. Again, one of the OG SGLers from way back in the day. Was a top 100 twos player in Europe for a little bit. Not sure how much Rocket League he plays nowadays, but good to see you in chat. Skyline, Toad, Wild Bear Moto, everybody. Red 452. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening, Monday evening. I feel like it's hard to get the days correct during the holiday seasons, but yeah, appreciate y'all being here.
Skyline, dude, OG commentators, Luis and I, man. We used to run it back in are we in season 9 right now? Season 10? Back in like season 8. We used to run the commentary booth. But yeah, my vacuum does suck. Good joke there. Ha ha ha. Bearblitz, dude, it is, dude. I use my vacuum today and I love it. So while my vacuum sucks, Rocket League doesn't. We are here for game 3 on US West. You like that transition? That was pretty sick. And here we go. And we are gonna see the debut. The newcomer, Flat Penguin.
Oh yeah.
Is coming in for Raisin Boy? I can't tell. No. Bearblitz is out.
Yeah, Fly Penguin making his Steel Army debut on the West servers, so welcome. You get to play on High Ping. But good to see him. He is just a member in a league that I was actually in, or that I still am in United Rogue. And he just so happened to be on the same bus that Debit was on, returning from the USL Championship. And so it's a small world, and glad that we could pick up another member into SGL, but so far, Rydog, ECD looking really good. A lot of pressure on the blue half.
Maybe they needed the mini timeout, the typical timeout, if you will, with what's going on. But Bizbo's also going to come in this game. It's not going to be him getting on the score sheet. It's going to be a Nose with a pass from Parks. And I'm so glad Nose scored because he's repping my boys from Ravenclaw. There we go, 1-0.
Yeah, Nose. I thought he was tremendous in his Snow Day first game of the series debut. I mean, he's been always so good. He's one of the players in the SGL Championship that can just pop out with a double tap if you let him. And so far, ECD back on the home servers, back in the lead. What do Steel Army have here?
Debit looking mighty awkward as Parks is going to just boom this down the field. Get a second touch, he can, but it's going to be Raisin Boy meeting them on the side. But yeah, maybe it's the sub or Bizbo, but maybe it's the server, something like that. ECD looked very comfortable early in this game 3. Of course, up a goal as well. Nose to the side, Raisin Boy clears it out, but right to Parks is gonna go straight down. Raisin Boy, no bumps. Bizbo, that's a great touch. It's super awkward, but Fly Penguin getting his first save of his SGL career keeps the score at 1-0.
Keeps the score at 1-0, and yeah, it looks like ECD are just here to play. This is going to be a tough hill to climb, as you see Fly Penguin, big boy save in his debut into SGL, and right now it's an onslaught at the blue end. And again, Bizbo, good to see him on the field. I think he is the star man. I think he was the best player in that series against the Rebellion, in which they beat the previously undefeated top of the league table Rebellion. So if you're an ECD fan in chat, you got to be liking what you're seeing.
Absolutely, as we see Mr. Accountant Debit turn the ball off to the side. Can he get another touch? He can't. Fly Penguin's there! And so is Raisin Boy. So this net is going to be open for a second. Debit trying to race back and stop the immediate counterattack. Bizbo, though, going to play it by one. Parks and Bizbo combining! It's Bizbo and Parks, the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And it's 2-0 for the boys from Seattle.
Yeah, Debit did his very best to delay for his teammates, but it wasn't enough in the end. And ECD add on to their lead, and I think it's very deserving. So far, they've put in a really good performance here in game number 3. And right now, the ball is just continuing to find and funnel back into the blue end. And it's just defense, defense, defense if you're Pittsburgh. As Bisbo, again, he gets these really good touches, and that's going to be 3. Parks in the back of the net. This game is, I'm going to call it right. I think it's over. I think they got it in the bag.
Yeah, unless we steal something from Steel Army, maybe in the next 15 seconds, 20, 30 seconds or so, I think this one might be in danger of becoming a rout. This ECD team looks completely different than what they were in games 1 and 2. And like I said, I don't know if it's the personnel, and I don't know if it's the server or something, but nonetheless, they look very, very good in this game 3. In a game when they need it, they do not want to go down 3-0 to a Steel Army team. To give them 4 match points is a little bit crazy, but we see just kind of some misplays coming out. Maybe some chemistry things coming out for Steel Army. I don't want to give all the credit to ECD. I think they are playing well and definitely deserve the 3-0 win. But I think some of it maybe has to do with a little bit of chemistry coming in for Fly Penguin. But like I said, you got to give ECD most of the props here.
Yeah, currently every player on Steel Army has less points than the lowest player on ECD, so that just kind of tells you the story of the game so far, it must be said. And yeah, I agree with your analysis. I think it's not a... I think ECD have absolutely improved, and I think Bisbo is the reason, mainly. Kind of have to agree with Maz there, but, there's some chemistry things going on, and we're also on home server. So far, the home server team, Dog, is looking very good in this series so far, and I think that trend's going to continue as we go into the next games.
Interesting observation as Bisbo's going to come in and tag on a 4th. 0s and 4s on the scoreboard for ECD, and I agree. I think that is the dagger there. Knows what a great pass off the backboard, and maybe Steel Army just don't know how to read it. The ball's rubber banded and pinging and everything, and ECD say thank you very much. So I think, Mr. Luis, I think you're right. I think we can look forward to a game 4. And if you're Steel Army, what do you pick? Because typically you'd pick Snow Day, but that one's off the board.
Yeah, I'm actually not really sure what's going to be picked. I'm going to wager it's going to be Drop Shot. But man, I think Drop Shot's. I don't know who that favors really. I think Snow Day is the obvious favored one for Steel Army, and they can't pick it again, like you said, and so curious to see what they go with and see if they can get back into the game as Devitt saves the 5th, but completely dominant performance from ECD, and just for the stream, Dog, I'm glad we're getting a competitive series.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree completely. As this ball's just going to stay up for shits and giggles, but now we go down, and it's going to be ECD taking down Steel Army in game 3. Yeah, once again, Luis, yeah, home server, home team looking real good. As I'm gonna jump back over to match setup to see if we can get a game mode shout.
I'm gonna call out Debit for having a terrible performance, putting up palace numbers there. Bottom of the leaderboard. Don't like to see that. I need better. I need better out of Debit here going forward if you're a Steel Army fan. And just an SGL fan. I'm calling you out, Debit. I need you to pick up your game, son. And then on the other end, can I shout out Bisbo's car design? Did we see that, chat? I don't know if you guys got to see that. That car design is sick. I would unironically steal that. So if Bisbo is listening, I'd like to know what the hell the decal is and the wheels. That looked really, really nice.
Yeah, Bisbo, get in chat, buddy. We need your car designs. Because I know Debit always asks Serrano for car designs, but maybe we're asking the wrong person. Maybe we need to ask some Bisbo.
I agree. Serrano's car designs are immensely overrated. He likes to run this Pepsi Fennec, which is disgusting and should be banned. So I think Bisbo might take the fashionista SGL position away from him.
Absolutely, and I want to shout out Toad Death specifically in chat. I absolutely love that message. It's not a blowout, it's accumulated depreciation. Thank you for the accounting joke there for all you accountants out there that might actually understand that. But You were right, Luis. We are heading over to the, is it an octagon? No, it is a hexagon. And we are going to be playing some drop shot. It's going to be Debit, Raisin Boy, Bear Blitz. So pretty first choice lineup there for Steel Army. And you have Bird Nana, Parks, and Bizbo, which, I don't really know if that's first choice for ECD because they just all rotate so much and they all rotate so well. So, definitely not a decent lineup for ECD. So this one should be a fantastic matchup. If Steel Army win this, they do get on match point. And if ECD wins this, we will go tied 2-2 in the series. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, and so far there's a lot of red tiles on the field right now. Good start for Steel Army. Not sure if you're getting this as well, right, Dog? Me and Maz have talked about this quite a bit, but man, when you're spectating drop shot, it's laggy as hell. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's the one game mode in which I think people start to lose frames or whatnot, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, right, Dog, I think Steel Army have done pretty well to start, and that could be the first goal. Bear Blitz can't quite get it, but man, they're putting a lot of pressure on the red half.
Absolutely, we're looking for Bizbo to step up here in this Game 4, just like he did in Game 3. Parks is going to get some corner damage there, but nothing more than that. Is Bird Nana is going to need some help from Bizbo. That one's just going to be ricocheted back. I think that was on target. Somebody had to hit that out. It did. Debit try and get by Bizbo. No, Bizbo wins this time. Bird Nana tried to hit it with the underside of his car to hit it straight down. It didn't. Is that going to be sniped in? No, Bizbo is there for the save. So Bizbo right now looking really, really good as Raisin Boy drops this down. What a touch. Debit's going to get the last remaining cell there on the side. Bird Nana can't get it to go, and it's going to be Debit and Steel Army coming back from a huge Game 3 loss and open up the scoring.
Yeah, to steal a line from one of my favorite players in SGL, Skyline, it was pretty open like Bonnie Blue there on the red half, and it resulted in a goal for Steel Army, and I think deservedly so. Let's see what ECD can respond with. There are some blue patches, right, Dog, but they need to get more than just a patch. They need a hole, and, well, they got one, so that's a good start.
Yeah, they're being really passive. I think they're just kind of waiting for Steel Army to hit the ball into them and kind of react. And that is definitely a way to play drop shot, but when you're down a goal this early, I don't know if that's the right play. Ooh. It's that snipe from Bizbo almost goes in, but it's going to cause some more damage there on the blue half. Parks gets this one up. Is Debit going to be there? He is, but it is going to be an orange ball, so Bizbo has time to control. Gets it by one. Parks is going to cut. Get it by two. Bizbo, can he drop this down? No, Debit's just waiting there to get the mega damage for Steel Army, so ECD gonna have to reset again.
Yeah, and that's a really good play. Bird Nana, there is a massive gaping hole on the blue end, and that could find its way into the single tile. And that was really, really close, but oh, Parks drives the wrong way, and now Steel Army have a chance to make a dent of their own. It's back and forth right now, but Steel Army putting a lot of pressure.
Blitz, great read. Can Debit turn on this? He can, but gonna head out in the end. Bird Nana is gonna have to get a touch on this. It does. Bear Blitz toe for toe right there with him. Bizbo, can he spike it down? No. It's gonna be mega damage in the corner, but doesn't really help, especially in that corner. Already had the goal open for ECD. Bird Nana is gonna read this, get some more damage down for the boys in orange. That pop-up though, Bizbo's gonna need some help. He's actually gonna let it bounce. Gonna be more damage for Steel Army, but no goals coming just yet.
Yeah, and of course, as everybody knows in drop shot, if you get a 2-goal lead, it's hard to come back, and, well, that's a 2-goal lead. Great, the Rye Dog and Debit again adding to the score sheet. It's going to be an uphill battle here for ECD in a game mode that's just so hard to score.
Yeah, they need a goal, and they need it right now. If they can get a kickoff goal here, or maybe something before 1:15, I think they have a shot, but it just hasn't gone their way as much as it needed to this game. I think the ECD, to be fair, have been really good at spiking the ball down, but just already at areas that already had damage, or already just like that. Like that's just bounces right before the halfway line, so no damage is done. Bizbo doesn't spike that down. Allows Bear Blitz to clear this one out and get some damage on the other side for Steel Army. Parks will call it a fake. Over to Bizbo. Bird Nana up. Devitt just wins the challenge there, and with a minute left, this one might be done and dusted unless something significant happens for ECD.
Yeah, of course. Oh, what a bounce in the blue end, and still Steel Army somehow survive here. But yeah, it's just, you have to score because you have to open up the goal. The goal is not opened for you as it is in most other game modes, so they have to score here. But as time winds down, Right Dog, it's not looking likely. And for Steel Army, what a bounce back performance on the extra game mode after being thoroughly dismantled in game number 3. And you know, oh, Devitt says, let's play a closer game here. I think he scored all 3 goals. Am I correct in saying that?
I think you are absolutely correct. Yeah, Devitt, I'm not sure what you're doing there, buddy, but you needed to waste some time, not give them a goal, and frankly, that is a lifeline for ECD, so if they can get some quick damage here,
yeah,
maybe a hole open up, they might actually have a shot, as Raisin Boy didn't get the touch there, but it's not going to cause damage at the moment for ECD. Birdman, a mega damage on the table for ECD. It's a great challenge from Bear Blitz. Devitt is going to go up and call a fake. It's going to be no goal in the end. Parks just has to play this one off to the side, but no damage on the blue half means Steel Army are going to take this one 2-1, and Steel Army are on match point, heading back to East servers.
Yeah, called out Devitt in the post game of Game 3 for being absolutely terrible. Well, in this game, he was really good to the extent that he had all 3 goals in the match. So, bounce back performance from Steel Army. They're up 3-1, and they're going back to their home server. So, it's going to be dangerous here if you are ECD. But I think I predicted ECD in 6, or Steel Army in 6, excuse me. So, it's lining up hopefully pretty well for my prediction. I don't think you gave us an official prediction, did you? You said, oh, you said 7, right? You said 7?
Well, I really liked the 6 prediction, but I didn't want to be the same as you, so I wanted to be different. And I mean, fair. if ECD can get back to the way they played in that prior 3v3 match on West, I mean, they have a real shot at taking this to another game, and so we'll see. We'll see.
Welcome back to Twitch chat, Raisin Boy. Good to see you. Tile Annihilator from Masta. I love Drop Shot. I think it's the best extra game mode in my opinion. Just a quick note here. The game lobby is full for the commentary booth. Oh, we're getting in now.
Are we joining? Okay, I should tag
someone
you.
Left. And we're good. We're good. We're in.
Good.
Yes. But yeah, I like Drop Shot. I think it's my favorite extra game mode. Yeah, what say you? What's your favorite one?
No, I think if I'm not sober, it's definitely Drop Shot, hands down. I just have memories of Nelly, and one of our other buddies having some drinks, playing some Drop Shot, and having a great time. But we're gonna have a great time in this game number 5. It's win for Steel Army, and they move on. And for ECD, they need to bring this back from the infamous 3-1 deficit. Can they be the LeBron James of this SGL series, or are we gonna see Devitt hit the crossbar down and in and open the scoring for Steel Army? What a shot.
The brothers are back on the field, and Devitt's picking up where he left off in game number 4. And you know, on the other side, no Bizbo. I'd love to see Bizbo, man. I'm his biggest fan, so there's bias there aside. As we see, Green Mario knows. And is that Parks in the back? Why is my camera not showing me?
It's nose, but it's Green Mario! He's back in the Lambo, and he's back to scoring. Maybe that's the secret sauce for Green Mario. Get up there, Mr. Lamborghini.
Yeah, he's back in his car. It's not green, though, which is kind of disappointing, but if you're an ECD fan, all that matters is that it's 1-1 now, so good response after conceding in what is a must-win situation. Of course, we play best of 7s in the cup here, so ECD must win out if they want to continue on in the SGL Championship Cup. But yeah, good response from them, and let's see what they got here with their backs against the wall.
Devitt gonna play this one to the corner. Green Mario is gonna clear this out. Doesn't have the boost. Will pick up the mid, but Devitt says you need to respawn in 3 seconds. Sparable's gonna take his time. In the corner, win at 50. Red 4 thankfully was in net. He's able to read that. Devitt is gonna call a fake, and Nose calls his bluff. Nose gets ECD the lead with just over a minute in.
Devitt in the air, Nose on the ball, and that's going to result in ECD taking the lead back. Uncharacteristic mistake from Devitt. He's usually a pretty mistake-free player, and if you're ECD, that's a good sign that you're conceding early on in a must-win game, and now you're winning. So that's got to feel pretty good if you're a Seattle fan.
Absolutely, and the last team that you want to give momentum to right now, I think in just SGL as a whole, is ECD. When they get momentum, they are a hard team to stop, regardless if it's the Cup, regardless of extra mode, league play, doesn't matter. And so, if you're Steel Army, you definitely want to get this done now. Bearblitz over to Red 4. Can he get this one on target? No, it's going to go up to the backboard, but Nose has been outstanding this game so far with a great read off the backboard. Devitt be right there toward the clearance. Bearblitz up. Can he get the double tap? No!
Whoa.
Devitt with the follow-up. It's going to be another save from Ferdinand. Didn't get the second save for that, even though it was definitely a second save.
Yeah, crazy goal line defense from ECD there. That was really, really nicely done. As I'll be honest, I thought that was just going to be an automatic goal for Steel Army. So big goal line defense coming out from ECD, and this could be another big demo. Where's Red 4? He's there, but he gets taken out of the play, and ECD pulling out all the stops defensively to maintain their lead.
Absolutely, and I keep wanting to shout out Toad. Toad just always knows what to say at the right time, so I appreciate his involvement in Twitch chat. But this ball has been increasingly more on the orange end, so not what you want if you are an ACD fan, but you are liking the score just over halfway through this game number 5. Nose going for some bumps. Red 4 can get it by 1. Ferdinand with a huge clear. Can somebody get up there and read it? It's going to be Bearblitz with a huge touch. Get it out into the midfield, but nobody there for Steel Army to follow up.
That read is really hard. Anybody who's played Rocket League, that's really impressive. And the fact that we're seeing that in the championship, love to see that as we see Devitt gets the waterfall. 2-2, 2:05 to play. Good response from Steel Army.
Yeah, what a dunk from Devitt. Just beats Nose to the ball there. Like you said, the waterfall down. It's going to level up the score with 2 minutes left. Huge, huge, huge 2 minutes for ECD. Can they tie it up really, or get the lead back very, very quickly, just like they did the last time? This is going to be Red 4 in the back. Ferdinand off the backboard. Bearblitz has to get a read and doesn't, but Green Mario also didn't get the read as well. Ferdinand to the middle. Nose is going to play this one off the backboard. Didn't have the boost to adjust for it. So this ball is going to be cleared out by Steel Army, but nobody there just yet. Here comes Devitt. Mr. Lamborghini is going to beat him to the ball. Green Mario up. Oh, that's going to be a fake. Red 4 has to get back. It does it. Devitt with the rescue there. What a scary moment.
No one wanted to hit the ball there for Steel Army, and somehow it didn't result in a goal for ECD. And oh, as we say that, Nose with a massive save down the other end. Man, that really should have been a goal for ECD. That's going to come back to haunt them if they can't win this game, but this could be a chance. Right, Ferdinand, can he flick? He can't, and it's going right back down the other end. End-to-end stuff.
Let's thought twice about going up for that ball. Didn't really have an angle to go for it, as Ferdinand is going to pinch this one up. Red 4 super awkward, can't get the read. Bearblitz has to go and gets challenged by Ferdinand. And Devitt and Green Mario up in the sky. It's going to be a neutral 50. That's a huge demo from Ferdinand. Can Nose put this one on target. What a bump play from ECD, and they take the lead.
Somebody was horny for bumps, and it resulted in an ECD goal. That was Birdnana. That's all Birdnana there. He was bumping and destroying all of Steel Army, and the ECD do get their lead.
What a play from ECD when they needed it most, but Red 4 down the other end. Not quite this time. Bearblitz up. Can he get it up to himself? No. Bearblitz and Devitt double committing. Can Devitt get another touch on this? He can, but Nose is there. 30 seconds left, and huge, huge goal for ECD can save them in this series. But here comes Devitt. Gonna get another touch. Can he get there? What a save from Nose, and Red 4 is there to clean it up, and we are tied.
Just an incredible save. I mean, that is fantastic, and lovely follow-up from Red 4 off the post. It's end-to-end stuff here. Both teams are throwing punches, and both fighters still remain on their feet 19 seconds ago. Let's get an ECD win here, okay? I need a bit of bias in the commentary booth here. I want to see a game 6.
Yeah, we want to keep it rolling. Red 4. Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Well,
You cursed it, Luis. I'm not sure who it was. Was it Nose who hit it in?
yeah,
Red 4 comes in and Nose just didn't know where the ball was and hits it straight into his own net. What a sequence from ECD, and they have 8 seconds to level this back up.
I think Steel Army should let us go to overtime. Thoughts? Okay. All right. Well, I don't think we're going to overtime, right, dog? I think this is over. I think we're done here.
Oh, what another follow-up from Red 4. He's been all over the place. I think he heard you smack talking him in game 1 and came back in this game 5 and said, I got you, fam. Let me get all the goals here in this game. And with the clock winding down, I think that is going to do it. Steel Army take down the scary good ECD in the cup and are going to move on to face the winner of EC Eternal and LV to be played hopefully, well, I'm sure at some point later this week, but huge win for the Steel Army boys. But goodness gracious, our EC Defiance very good.
Yeah, I think that ECD result last week against Rebellion was no fluke. They really showed themselves proud. Really could have gone in their favor in game number 5. Just a couple of mistakes. Of course, the own goal, you hate to see it. But, yeah, GG's to both teams. Luis, be quiet, bro, from Playboy Farty. Playboy Farty, the second you joined the stream, bad things started to happen for ECD. I want that to be known. So it is your fault for us not being on Nia Tokyo right now. So it's definitely not me.
Yeah, and Playboy Farty probably got some V-Bucks for Christmas, and that sucks because he didn't get a vacuum. Vacuums are way better than V-Bucks. Anyway, GG's all around. Yeah, I think, like I said, Red 4 just took what you said about him to heart, Luis, and just said, I'm going to pop off here in this game 5 and get us the win. But Debit, of course, there too, popping off with the 2 other goals. And Bearbit's playing Steve Nash role here in this game. But like I said, yeah, scary stuff from ECD. They are a force to be reckoned with for sure. I think this played out almost exactly the way it is kind of at the table. I think it could have gone 6. I think that would have been maybe a little bit more accurate, but you know, each game was really close apart from that ECD game win when they just kind of dismantled Steel Army on US West. But yeah, congrats to Steel Army. They move on, and unfortunately for ECD, that means they are out of the SGL Cup. But they really want to focus on League, because I think them beating Rebellion kind of shook things up a little bit, and it's probably going to give them some hope moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. If you're ECD, put of course all your eggs into the season basket, because that's all they have right now. And I think right now they're looking great in the league. So go get them in the league. And yeah, Red 4 had a massive turnaround. He went from he had his full arc, right? I mean, first game 60 points, and then he ends the series deciding game with the MVP. So Red 4 doing the whole shonen anime character arc transformation. Love to see that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this ECD team. I want to see more Bisbo. I'm a fan. I've bought a lot of stock on him. So hopefully we get to see more of him. I'm really impressed with his level so far for ECD.
I think we're going to need a Bisbo car design class as well. So Bisbo, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping in the server at some point and doing like here's how to make a cool car, here's how not to make a cool car, because I think we need some tips. We need some tips for sure. So
yeah, the Octane one, that Octane preset that you had in game 3, right? Yeah, game 3.
I think it was 3.
That one's really nice.
Yeah, that one was really nice. So let us know. Pop in there and we can take some notes from you. But we are gonna have one interview tonight. It's gonna be from Senior Debit, Mr. Accountant, at some point. I'm not sure when he's popping in, but we can drag him in right now. Perfect. Mr. Debit, congrats on the win. How are you feeling?
We're feeling good. It was good to get this match done on a Monday night. Good to get our our new teammate Fly Penguin into the mix, and yeah, just good night overall.
Yeah, speak to me about him. SGL debut, you decided to throw him on the 112 ping server for his SGL debut. So, yeah, speak to me on why you hate your new teammate.
Listen, whenever you come into SGL, you gotta earn your stripes here. You gotta go through the fire. You gotta go through all hell whatsoever in order to make your way around here. The corporate ladder it doesn't really exist much here. So you gotta really show it to your boss that you deserve an East Coast server to play on, and arguably maybe with a Bear next time, just so you can get reps with him too. But yeah, no, he's chill. He's an awesome dude. Got to meet him on the Tulsa trip. Uh, I mean, you pointed him out to me that he was in UR and he was just a Riverhounds fan that was on this trip. And yeah, I can't wait to play with him more. Wanted to get him at least a rep or two. Couldn't get the two, but at least something to get the wheels going for him.
Yeah, I just want to point out, right after the Riverhounds won the USL Championship, he posted in Sports Chat in United Rogue, and he just so happened to be on the same damn bus that you were on, crossing the country. So, crazy small world here in FGL.
Yeah, it really is. I literally was flabbergasted by you just sending that to me and saying, "Get this dude in SGL now." And yeah, dude, just insane small world. You got to go drink out of the cup in Tulsa with the players. He's got like a signed Beto Edrak jersey next to him, like on his setup. So, really cool Riverhounds fan. Yeah, he's just an awesome dude. I can't wait to play with him more and get really acclimated into the SGL environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess the one glaring thing, obviously, you guys have played well over the course of the series. Apart from that game 3, I guess, unfortunately, that was Mr. Fly Penguin's debut. But I guess talk to me about like that game 3. Like what happened really, and was it more you guys just trying to figure out what the heck's going on, high ping, or was it just ECD just coming out of the gates hot?
I mean, definitely ECD because watching Bisbo and crap, I can't remember who else was in that game 3, but I do remember Bisbo being, I swear, on every midfield challenge. They were not making life easy for us in that game 3. Plus, with bringing a new player in, sometimes it's hard to get your bearings as far as like who's going to go where and whatnot. Just playing around other people. So it could be honestly as similar as going into rank 3s from time to time. So we were definitely pinned back a lot more than we wanted to. Not my favorite way to debut a person, but sometimes just maybe get a hard lesson out there. So yeah, I definitely gotta give credit to ECD for making life difficult to try to bring a new player into the championship. Oh, Bisbo Burden knows. Okay, yeah, knows especially too.
I have one more question. How does it feel to be gapped by your older brother at Rocket League now? He's like leveled up. He's like Vegeta. Like, I don't know. This guy's like insane now.
I think it's even better because then I don't have to rely on me. He can just be the dude now. Like, Rydog, you can speak to this. Like, you're the glue of your team. If I can shift myself further, like, toward that role where I can just kind of be a dude that chills third man, maybe provides a little protection every now and then, maybe a little cleanup, maybe a little demo every now and then. That's kind of the dream because then all your players are just in sync with each other. So I'm really happy to see Bears taking the front of Steel Army, being on the stat sheet, just taking command of the offense. It's honestly like really relaxing to have on your team.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And so, yeah, obviously Bear Blitz has been the talk of the town, but also in that game 5, Red 4 popping off, getting MVP. I guess Luis was mentioning during the stream that you might hang up your boots soon, just because you've just got just the players around you now. You can just kind of hang out. I guess. Are you okay with passing the Unk status to myself?
You know what it is,
When
right,
that
dog? It's
happens?
the opposite of the Lightning McQueen gif. Do you know what I mean? Like the old guy The old guy passed the young guy. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. So, thoughts?
I don't think I can ever get the or shed the Unk status, even though I'm the second youngest person on that team. Which is crazy to say, but I mean, I guess you two have also been around at least Raisin Boy before. Wait, no, Rye Dog didn't. That's sad.
No, I didn't get to meet him. No, I know.
Oh,
Raisin Boy, if you're still in chat, come on, man.
but yeah, no,
Come
like
on now.
Unk status, like that's mine. I don't think you could ever take that away from me. Whether Unk like as GM, coach, whatever, nah, that's all me. Players can have the glory of the accolades and the games.
Fair enough, fair enough. I guess I have one unrelated question too. I made a trip to Pittsburgh. When are you coming to Portland?
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
question. I don't know if I can make that travel this upcoming year because I have too much already.
Dang. What if like somehow
You have
the
to play in
Timbers are in the
2027
Open
then.
Cup? Dude, what if like the Timbers
Wait.
somehow play an Open Cup, even though I don't think they are this year, and then they just play Pittsburgh?
Yeah, what if we just have that scenario happen? You get in touch with your FO, I'll get in touch with mine, get a little exhibition going where the travel is paid for everybody from Pittsburgh to go out to Portland real quick.
Take a bus.
We'll just get everybody out there. That's the perfect solution, you know? An Open Cup like round 3 or 4, whatever it is, round of 16, done.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here for it. So Don Garber, if you're watching, make it happen. Make
True.
it happen. Flying Penguin. I'm not taking a bus to Portland. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Also was enough.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the travel schedule and that was brutal. 14 hours or something like that on a bus is crazy.
You don't want to take a
Probably
Greyhound.
yeah.
He doesn't want to take a Greyhound across the country. I mean, that sounds like a great time. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It was 17 hours
17.
each way. Good lord.
Yeah, just
Good
about.
lord. Dang. But you guys
Yeah,
want a
your
trophy
Bucky
from
stops too.
Oh, Bucky's true. But you guys won a trophy too, so it's like 17 hours. It's more like 1 hour because you're just partying the whole time, you know?
Yeah, honestly, after you get off the bus and you're ready to scream for 2 hours plus, whatever tiredness feeling you have, it's gone. You get a couple beers in you at 10 in the morning local time, you're good. You're good for like another like 8 hours at least. Yep, slept the whole way back. Yep, that's exactly it. You got
Yep.
lots of time to sleep in.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I think that was all of our fun-related questions for you, Mr. Debit. But of course, before we let you go, we will give you the floor.
Shout out the boys. Got it done on a Monday evening. Love to see it. Shout out the Steel Army lads. Shout out the Steel Army in general. Shout out the Hounds. Podcast interview. There ain't no podcast this week, Caesar. I'm sorry. Nothing happened. You'll have to wait till next time. Shout out you both for joining the commentary booth tonight, being on the call. Shout out Maz for running everything, especially swapping back between servers. No easy task to do while we're all swapping players out every time. Shout out Houndtown, indeed. Hashtag Houndtown. And yeah, no, that's it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, everybody in chat, you guys got it too. Shout out Eric Dick, he left us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real. Shout out Eric Dick. Tough loss for Steel Army. But yeah, we love Dick for sure. Dang, when I saw that post, I was really sad too. As somebody from the West Coast. But
Flip it, chat.
Debit, thanks for joining us on this very dysfunctional end to our interview, and we'll talk to you soon.
Of course, I'll talk to you guys later. Do not let that message from Maz slip, by the way. All right. Have a good night.
Bye. Love it. That was Debit from Steel Army, of course, getting the win there over ECD. What a fun interview. Dysfunctional there at the end, but getting a little bit back on track, Luis. Let's take a look at the updated cup bracket. As we see, it is updated. Steel Army there on the bottom, getting it done over ECD in 5 games. They will play the winner of EC Eternal and LV, yet to be scheduled, or / will be later this week. So stay tuned for that one. And of course, in that upper bracket, in that upper final, we have a Rebellion versus Azul. So that's also not one to be slept on, because that's going to be a 2 in the table versus 4 in the table. So another top tier matchup there in that upper final. Of course, the winner will move on to the grand final and secure a top 2. And the loser isn't done yet. They will play the winner of Steel Army and either EC Eternal or LV there in that lower final. I guess, Luis, do you have any final words before we kind of wrap things up?
Yeah, GG's to both teams. I think ECV deserved more than one game, but that's how Rocket League goes. And yeah, I mean, just kind of expect Steel Army to play the Rebellion again. I have to be honest. But also expecting FSD Azul to put up a good fight in that losers final. I think that at KJ and Dr. Aquatic and those boys, they can definitely put up a fight. But I'm expecting a rematch, and I think it'll be closer next time once Steel Army gets going again. But yeah, GG's to both teams, and yeah, it was a fun night. Appreciate everybody in the chat coming through. Caesar's down south of the border as well, checking in. Good to see you. Playboy Farty as well. Yeah, everybody for hanging out. It was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like from Maz in the chat, that match has been scheduled for tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for another absolute banger championship cup match. But I think that is going to do it for us in the booth. My name is Rydog of Timbers Army. For Luis and Maz, we will see you tomorrow.